awesome to see you again. Today I'll be working with this AI package. I need to make a new character for a project. I have a scarecrow here, but I need to break him apart to find out if he's really good for cartoon animator. Anyway, let's just grab our selection tool, and you'll notice that everything's grouped together. I need to ungroup him. Very easy to do that. I want to get rid of this crow. I'll just delete this crow. I don't need it. And I'm going to take a look at his various body parts. Now I'll show you what a package looks like. I'll just zoom out here for a minute, Control minus on my keyboard. And this character looks really cool. I was sort of worried that he didn't have a lip sync, but it looks like he does. Just look at all the different eyes and stuff. This is very important if you want your character to have different expressions. You can see here the eyes, and you even have a side view. So it looks like you can have 3 angles for this character. Looks like the hand sprites are well made as well, and actually you get another extra angle, which is the back angle. So you have 3 angles. You have front, sides, and the back angle of the character. It takes quite a bit of time to rig this character inside Cartoon Animator. Anyway, let's get back to work on this character. I need to break him apart. Here's the head here, but I actually want to get to work on the sprites. So you can see here, this makes one arm. Rigging can be either complex or it can be very simple. I want to try and do it the very simple way. But I need to get away all this stuff here, move it away and get it away from this character. All these shoes here, just move them over here. Do the same with all this stuff down here. Just makes it a lot easier for me to move this character around and rig it the way I want it to be rigged. And then when I export it, it's a lot more easier. There we go, and just move this stuff away. Very easy to do it. And I guess he can just stay there, and maybe I'll just move him over just a little bit. Now I don't like the angle of his legs, makes it a little bit harder to rig this character, and I don't want the arms like that, so I'll also do a little bit of a change to them. Anyway, let's get to work on this. I want this to be all one body part, just one big arm. Control G on my keyboard, group it, press R on my keyboard, and I'll just rotate it the way I want it. Now you can do a lot of different ways here, but I just want it just down a little bit. Now what I could do is repeat the same thing on the other side, which I don't want to do, so I'll just delete this arm here. And there it goes, disappears. Grab the arm again, press O on my keyboard, hold down Alt, click on the one anchor point here, and just copy over and then move it to where I need it to be. Saves a lot of time, that way I'm not really worried about too much. There you go, looks the same, looks cool. And the next thing I want to do is the legs here. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this, see what it turns out like. Just delete this here, delete this one. I also don't need this one here. Click on this one, Control Z, Control Z. I need to leave that one part there. So again, I'm just going to delete this here and click on this. Press R on my keyboard, rotate it a bit. Forgot to group it. Lots of things to remember to do when you're doing characters. I can't tell you, sometimes it gets really complicated. The learning curve is actually substantial when you're doing animation and character design. And there you go. You got to remember many different types of software, Illustrator, Cartoon Animator, and the list just goes on. Okay, that looks good so far. Let's just have a look here. Press O on the keyboard, hold down Alt, and we'll just flip it over. Copy. Grab my selection tool, and let's see what this looks like when we're finished. Looks good so far. There's our character. Control plus on my keyboard, make sure everything looks okay. And it's good. Now I just want to move this over just using my arrow keys a little bit. I'll just bring the line to about there. And that looks good enough. And the other side looks good too. Now our scarecrow character is finished here. Now I'm going to see how easy it is to make changes to the face. Just ungroup it here. And you can see here, here's the front hairspray, here's the back hairspray. We're going to click the eyebrows here, very easy to move them along here. Now let's have a look at the eyes. Okay, they're very easy to move out, but I actually need the back piece here. So you can see here, here's where you'll get into a bit of a trouble, because you'll need to make quite a few adjustments to make this character. Let's just take a look at the nose, easy to change. The only thing I didn't really like was the eye sprites here. I'll probably maybe redo them myself, or I'll just find a better way later to fix them. Zoom out here, and let's just Control Z all this stuff and just put it back to normal. And there we go, super fast to do that. Select all of him, group him, Control G, and then I'm going to export him in PNG format. So let's get over and move on to Cartoon Animator. Start rigging our character. The first method is the free bone method, where you get to draw your own bones to rig the character. We'll just quickly grab our character here and bring him into the software, and resizes it and does everything for you. Now I don't need this one here, but I do need this one. I need to add bone. Now I need to think of this like the human body. I'll start with the middle of the body here, work my way up into the chest, go to the neck, just a little bone there, and then through the head, and then we're finished, left click, done. Now I need to go into the arms. Again, start in the middle of the body here, and work my way into the joints of the body, the elbow, the wrist, and then down to the hands. And do the same on the other side. Now I need to move this over a little bit, and let's add our bone. So from the center, move all the way over into the joints of the body, the elbow, the wrist, and the hand. There we go. Now I want to do the lower part of the body. Start here, go here, and start working on the joints. So go about halfway to about the knee. Work our way down to the ankle, and then into the foot, and then finished. And just keep repeating the same thing. You want to make this look as human as possible. Again, start here, and go into the joints of the body. There's the knee there. Go down to the ankle, then the foot, and then you're finished. Now if I want to preview this, I can take a look at this. Just click here and just move the part that I want to preview. Looks really good so far. I'm happy with that. Not really too much warping going on, but it looks really good. Now let's just try to move the head around a little bit here. And there we go, he looks awesome, and he's finished. One thing you should be aware of is when you're creating free bone characters like this, like making your own bones for the character, you need to make custom motions for it. That takes a bit of time, but overall it's a good result. Okay, let's go on to the next method of making our character. Let's work from a template now. We're going to go to Actor, Character, look for our G3 character, which is down here. Open it up. We're going to go to Humans, and we're going to find our template. This is a front-facing basic template. Let's just click on it. Make it a little bigger. Move it into the center. Go to the Character Composer. Click on the sprite we want to change. Go in the Sprite Editor. Click Replace. Grab our Scarecrow, and let's get to work on this. You'll notice it's too big. We need to scale it down a little bit. It needs to be about the approximate size. We're going to make some changes to the bones. And this overall looks about okay, but he needs to be a bit smaller. And let's just try it again here. Get it about right. And this looks about okay. Let's start working on him. Grab our bone tool up here. Click on the bone we want to move. We'll move it over here just a little bit. To rotate it, just go aside it and go like this. Now you'll notice this bone should be probably in the middle of his arm where the elbow is. And then we want to also take the hand here, move it here, and maybe just rotate it just a little bit here. There we go, looks better. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Move it over here, rotate it a little bit, move the arm over here a little bit to the elbow, and just rotate it a little, and do the same thing to the hand over here. What you do to the left, you also have to do to the right. Weather's been a little crazy in Asia. It's been raining a lot, so today's a good time to do a video. I'm going to rotate this a little bit. Looks good. And then I do the final step to the legs. Move it here, rotate it out a little bit. And that actually looks very good. But maybe I'll just move the bone here just over a little bit. That's not a good idea. Control Z on my keyboard to move it back. And I'll just reposition this bone here. So reposition to here. And that looks a lot better. Try to do the same thing to the other side. Click off it, and select this bone again. Move it down, rotate it, get it to about the middle here, and see what it looks like. And you can see this looks really good. Now to test this, I need to take a picture of it here, down here. Always remember to click this icon before you do anything, and capture. And there we go, it's ready to go. Just close this here. Take him back to the main stage, and let's just give him a try. 2D motion bone editor or motion key editor here, and we can just give him a try, and we'll just try his arm over here and just see what it looks like. Overall looks okay, not too bad at all. The warping isn't that bad. As you know, you need to do adjustments as necessary, so I would just take him back into the character composer and make adjustments as necessary. Anyway, this character's done, and thanks for watching the video. It's great to see everyone's joining our community. I'll probably have more videos up later. Remember to like and subscribe to this video. Thanks for watching. See you all soon. Stay happy and healthy. And also a special shout out to my friends in various countries that have joined our community. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.